Беги, блядь, ты стоишь!
Last night, Ukraine executed one of its most extensive combined drone strikes in history, according to preliminary reporting. At least 100 drones were involved in the attacks, targeting at least 3 areas in Russia: Kursk, Engels Air Base, and Morozovsk Air Base. Additionally, there are reports that Belgorod, Voronezh, and Rostov-on-Don may also have been targeted. Morozovsk Airfield in Rostov region hosts Su-34 aircraft that keep bombing the Ukrainian front lines with guided aerial bombs. Engels is a strategic bomber military airbase in Saratov region that hosts Russian Tu-160 aircraft that is used to attack Ukraine, and a home to strategic bombers like the Tu-95 and Tu-22 after a Ukrainian drone attack. Over 800 kilometers from the likely launch point in Kharkiv. And there were many explosions in the vicinity of Yeysk military airfield in Krasnodar, across the Azov Sea from occupied Mariupol. This is at least the 3rd Russian Air Force base attacked this night by Ukraine. Ground view of one of the strikes on Morozovsk. I think the pilots have been targeted in addition to the planes themselves.
Беги, блядь, ты стоишь!
Among the drones which Ukraine launched against the Morozovsk air base in Russia was also this one. The music you hear hasn't been added to the video. It is the drone with a speaker playing the German Breton drinking song, Was Wallen Weir Trinken, What Do We Want to Drink? Don't know who had this idea, but let him know that I owe him a drink.
Дрон с музыкой. Видели когда-то такое? Сильно.
Sources report that at least 6 Russian aircraft were destroyed and 8 severely damaged in the attack on the Morozovsk air base. In addition to equipment, about 20 military Russian personnel were killed or injured. According to sources, the attack was carried out by the Security Service of Ukraine together with the military and the defense forces. Su-24, Su-24M, and Su-34 tactical bombers were based at the air base. These are the planes that Russia uses to drop KAB bombs on AFU positions and frontline Ukrainian cities. And about Engels Air Base, preliminary reports indicate 3 Tu-95 MS strategic bombers damaged/destroyed, one of them with crew of 7 on board the plane. All dead, including possibly pilots. Let's move on. FPV strike company of the 28th Mechanized Brigade utilizing FPV drones. A private house which reportedly hosted Russians inside was completely blown up by a single FPV. Ukrainian FPV drones seem to be getting bigger warheads. It doesn't matter what Russia says at any negotiations. They will not leave unless they are driven out by force of arms. James Scher, a senior fellow at the Estonian Foreign Policy Institute. We, the West, have every right, by the way, to have other types of soldiers there in Ukraine. We would be responding to the request of a friendly country which is a victim of aggression.
We have every right, by the way, to have other types of soldiers there. We would be responding to the request of a friendly country which is a victim of aggression and in great danger. Ukraine has every right to invite us to come in. We have every right to be there. This is not an attack on Russia. Ukraine needs assurance that we will be supporting them until Russian forces are ejected from their territory. That's the assurance they need. And we understand if the Russians are not driven out of Ukraine by force of arms, they will never leave. It doesn't matter what is said at any negotiation. They will not leave unless they are driven out.
And this is heartbreaking. The young firefighter is crying because the Russian missile killed his father, 52-year-old rescuer Vladislav Loinov. The father and son went to the site of the shelling after the first explosions. They were working nearby, a few houses away from each other. When a powerful explosion occurred, Volodymyr immediately realized that it was most likely to hit where his father was. Germany will head an immediate search for air defense systems such as Patriot across the world intended to be sent to Ukraine, Minister of Foreign Affairs Kuleba said in a joint statement with his German counterpart Annalena Baerbock. Well, better late than never.
We have just concluded a meeting of the NATO-Ukraine Council where I urged allies to provide Ukraine immediately with more air defense systems, specifically Patriots capable of intercepting ballistic missiles. And I appreciate the response from the allies, in particular the response from Germany.
Yeah, we heard loud and clear what the foreign minister said, and I also would like to underline, we see what's happening in Ukraine, realizing that you need this air defense now, because it's now that schools children really have to be in safety, that in Odessa the port has to be protected. We as Germany are co-chairing the Capabilities Coalition. So after the strong call of the Ukrainian foreign minister, we will call in Europe again that everybody has to check where the air defense is, what they can provide for Ukraine, but also have this pledge worldwide, arrange the funding, because we definitely know every day, every month counts. And it's not only words, it's action what matters now for you in Ukraine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for the end. Horrifying footage. A huge boulder collapsed onto a road and demolished a passenger car during an earthquake in Taiwan.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.